It's October, and that means it's time to decorate my mantle for fall. So I'm gonna walk you through the steps that I use to get this mantle a little bit more festive and ready for cooler temperatures. So I don't take any of my accessories off of my mantle when I do decorate. I just kind of decorate it around it. And here are the pieces and parts that I'm gonna be using today. First, as the base, I have faux greenery garland. I have two 6-foot pieces, so we're gonna use these. I have these fall color floral, they're kind of a plastic material. I think they're mainly made for outdoors, but we're gonna use them inside for a little bit of color. And then I have these great pumpkins. So they're kind of flocked. They kind of almost look like they're covered in velvet. And I have an assortment of colors and sizes of these that will kind of float into the garland. And then last but not least, if you've been following me for a while, you know I love using feathers in my decor. So I have these turkey feathers that I'm gonna stick in there just to give it a little bit more texture. So follow along and we'll walk you through the steps.
I decided to speed up this part of the video so it would go a little bit quicker for you guys. And as you can see, I started layering in the greenery garlands. Keeping my vases and all my decor on my mantle. So I had to be very careful and just weave the greenery around the existing decor. If you don't have any decor or you don't like what you have and it doesn't work with your garland, then just remove it. But I like to keep mine up there because it looks fine with what I have going on. The second layer is adding in the colored floral stems, and I orient those. I kind of put one in facing left, one facing right, and kind of tuck those back. Those stems were very stiff, so be careful, and you want to hide those stems as best you can inside the greenery. So just kind of fill in around. And then the third piece is the pumpkins. So I started with the larger size pumpkins, and because I have the white vases, I tucked in the white pumpkin there in the middle, and then did the orange and the green. Then I had about 9 or 10 smaller pumpkins. So I started with all the whites and tucked those in, and then followed by the greens, and then followed by the oranges. A little tip for these pumpkins is you kind of nestle them and nest them down into the greenery, and don't orient them all so they're flat. Consider tilting them a little to the left or to the right so you see the stems from the front. That just gives that a little bit more interest. This was probably the most time-consuming part because the greenery is so stiff and the pumpkins are so lightweight. I really had to play with that a lot more and wrestle with that greenery. But in the end, it turned out really cute and adds some much-needed color into the garland. And then once I finally got all those done, I decided it was time to bring in the feathers. And I used turkey feathers, as I mentioned before. And again, just like with the floral stems, I oriented them left, then right, just kind of filled in any remaining holes in the garland. And I love using feathers because they bring such an unexpected texture. And because they're turkey feathers, they'll work through the fall into Thanksgiving. Pheasant feathers you can use. You can even use peacock feathers. So just go for it and enjoy it.
And there you go. It's very simple, doesn't take a lot of effort. I got it done in probably 5, 6, 7 minutes. The key is balance, layering, adding elements of something unexpected like feathers, and you'll have a mantle that you'll be proud of. Follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll be sharing holiday tips over the next few months to get your home ready for the holidays.